Hi, hey. How's it going? How's it going? It's been a minute since I've been here. Been a minute. My name is Mary Beth Moon, if you're new here. And if you're not, I am sorry I've been MIA. I've been MIA. Things have been, lifing. Things have been lifing. Got the roof started here on the porch. I just laid the girls down for bed, and I just thought I'd pop on, do a little quick update of life. I've started working. I'm back in the nurse aide field for now. It's been kind of rough. I'm just working part-time because that's about the only time I have available. It's part-time. And just lifing. Things have kind of been somewhat the same, which is why I haven't popped on. Not too much to talk about. There has been some birthdays. Stella had a birthday, and then Willow has a birthday this weekend, so there is that. And just taking each day as it comes. Yeah, I don't have a lot to update on. Still doing court stuff. But I am glad that I found a nice little part-time job. I put in like 90 some applications, had about 10 interviews, and someone finally decided to hire me. My job before this one was doing like CNA work, but in the IDD world. And this one, I'm working more with elderly people, in-home aid, and I do prefer being an in-home aid for elderly people over the IDD side of things. So that is nice. Contemplating going back to school. I had mentioned going for a massage, but I think I'll weigh some variables, and I just thought maybe that's probably not the direction I will go in, considering going to move along in my nursing, in the nursing field, which I have stated before, I have some reserved feelings about the nursing field, and but I do feel drawn to help elderly people. That's Honey. I have no idea what she's got going on right now. She's eating grass. Probably because she keeps getting in the trash. I want to be working with elderly people. I went back and forth with like working with, IDD folks or people on the spectrum, and I think where I want to be is with the elderly, is where I feel most called to be. And so I think that's just kind of what I'm doing, is I'm very happy with this job. I do have a lot of feelings about it, because, the lady that I am helping, I can't say too much, but the lady that I am helping cannot care for herself, and she's in home, and her hours have been cut because of some things going on in the government, which is a whole different area of, stressors in my life. But her hours have been cut, and I'm at her house for 4.5 hours, and so a lot of the time she's there alone, and she cannot go to the restroom on her own. She cannot bathe herself. She is in a wheelchair. And it's just devastating. It's just devastating knowing that I leave her and that someone will probably not be there until I'm back in the morning, and I'm only there for 4.5 hours. And she's trying to get into a nursing home or some full-term care, and she's having issues and some pushback, and she relies on Meals on Wheels to eat. She does not have her own transportation. It's just, it's really sad for the elderly right now. I don't want to get too political, but the state of our country right now is saddening. It's saddening. The cuts to the veterans and to the elderly, and I had planned to get both girls evaluated this month for autism, but if you aren't aware of what's going on in the government right now, it's scary. It's scary. And I don't want to create fear with my thoughts and opinions on it. But I, in high school, hyper-focused on World War II, the Holocaust side of things. And if you know anything about the Holocaust, and what happened to the mentally disabled people or challenged people in that time period, I can't remember the name of the program. It was, I'll just list it here if I can. But, sorry, my neighbor has their dog in their kennel up there, and she's not happy because she sees us down here. The most vulnerable people in society are usually the first to take big hits. There is a registry that is starting for autism folks on the spectrum, and it is a registry style that has never been done before here in the United States, with tons of information like lab work and medical records, things that violate HIPAA and break the law. These things are going into this registry, phone data, Fitbit data, and I feel very off-put by it and scared to have the girls evaluated and to put that label on them that would help them get accommodations in school and different accommodations in life, but I'm not sure I feel safe with that label put on them right now with the things that are going on. I think that things have been proven that we are not running very ethically here in this country, in the United States here anymore. Things are not looking great. There's quite the divide going on. And I think conservative people are following this agenda because it's based in in their conservative values. But I don't think that they're looking much deeper than that, because we are losing valuable rights right now. We are operating against constitutional rights. I knew if I came back, my mouth is going to get some people worked up, because if I'm going to be here, I'm going to be talking about some stuff that's important to me, or I can't be here at all, or coming from some spiritual things. Something has to be, talking about something that's important. The state of the United States right now, just the state of this country is important. I think when you take rights from people and you don't go through processes that you legally have to go through, you open the door for some big whoopsies. Some big whoopsies. And let's not forget that the Holocaust did not become the Holocaust that we know overnight. It is a gradual process of demeaning people, dividing people, using words that dehumanize people. And we are losing middle class. I don't think there is a middle class anymore. You're on one end of the spectrum. You're either rich or you're poor. And the vulnerable people are paying the consequences of being poor first, or for where society deems them important and where they are on that scale of importance. Yeah. And then, I also had some things happen where, like, I can't afford dental things. I broke a tooth. It's one of my smiley teeth. You can see it right there. It's really been a bummer to my confidence, but kind of adapted to it at this point. At first, I was just flossing my teeth and it just broke. Haven't been able to go to the dentist. I don't know if they'll be able to, like, save it or fix it, or, it would be nice if I could save it because it's one of my front smiley teeth, and when I smile, I think about it. I'm conscious that it's there. That was just another thing that's happened. But I've taken a break. I've taken this break, and I've just I don't know what I've done. I found a job. Willow had a dental surgery last week, which was scary. Based on past trauma, it was kind of scary for me, but I went in very calm, trying to not let her not pick up on my fear. She was recommended by her dentist to a different dentist that specializes in children with autism, and they couldn't work with her, and so she was sent out to be put to sleep to have her dental work done. And because she is on Medicaid, she has the silver caps. So she has 7 silver caps. They capped them off so it would protect the teeth. Her teeth are really tight together, and she has an issue with flavors of toothpaste. They gave some recommendations, and I found this toothpaste that tastes like chocolate ice cream, and I'm going to give it a try. It had a lot of reviews of, like, other parents with kids on the spectrum that seem to like the toothpaste. At this point, I'll try anything. It doesn't have any sugar or anything like that added to it. It's just like a flavoring of, like, those Burt's Bees chapsticks that have the different flavors. So, like waffle cone and stuff. It's something similar to that. So we're gonna give that a try. Yeah, I don't have terribly too much to say. I don't know where to go here in this space. or what to do. So it's one of the reasons I've kind of been absent. I don't know where to go, and I don't want to burn myself out trying to produce lots of videos, and I don't feel like I'm even really talking about anything. So I will try to come up with like some important topics that are going on that I feel there should be some light shed there, or, you know, speaking about spirituality or ways to calm your body, things like that. If I'm going to be here, I need to be sharing something, not just, you know, my life is, you know, it's rough, it's tough, we're going through this, we're going through that. Everyone's struggling right now. I don't think I need to shine a light on that struggle any more than I need to, because we're all dealing with something. And I see a child, and they're supposed to be in bed, so I'm going to go ahead and get off here and put them to bed. I love you guys, and until next time. Bye. Bye.